All right. Hello and welcome back to Tantrums and Tangents, the talk show. We are returning back to um, a thing that we're doing last week, which is called Microscope. Hello and welcome back. Oh gosh.
Absolutely. No, I
No.
messed it up.
Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, so essentially, Microscope, for those who weren't here the first week, is a tabletop game where you basically build the history, lore, and world through a tabletop game. Um, and yeah, it's so we basically create these different moments in time, whether they be periods of history, smaller events, or even scenes, to basically discover more about the world that we're creating. So far in the world that we've created, and we haven't really come up with a name, but we should probably give it like a fucking cool name at some point.
For
Um,
sure.
it's basically a post zombie apocalypse where like you know enough people survived that there isn't inbreeding issues, but like a majority of the Earth was turned into zombies. But the thing is, the remaining humans were basically like on an island and the zombies could not reach them. And so when they all perished due to starvation, they actually hyper fertilized the soil. And even how's it going? But
How's
yeah,
it going?
so after all the zombies like hyper fertilized the soil, um, like visually from the island that they were at, they could see that plants were growing, like megafauna back when like in prehistoric times, sort of thing. Ooh, interesting, record, cool. But yeah, so they are basically we're in the process of learning how they recolonize this new hyper fertilized landscape with giant, sometimes extremely dangerous megafauna,
Flora.
flora. Yes,
Yes.
but yeah,
Um,
so that's what we've been up to. So yeah, so far we've got our big picture, the civilization like rising from the ashes. That's the apocalypse. We have a palette of things that we want and things that we don't want. So we don't want anything against chat rules, and as like an interesting little thing, we don't want any mammalian life other than humans. So
they don't got
fish,
any
lizards,
birds.
amphibians, and birds, like all those are okay, but like all the mammals died off during this thing.
Yep.
And yeah, so there are different time periods. So we have the first raft, where we have the mainland fights back, where we find out the plants aren't friendly. And at the end of last session, we played out a scene where we basically found out that not all plants are bad. Some provide water and food. And then yeah, there were some other things like the agricultural age that we looked at, where human survivors discovered the danger of mutated plants,
Yep.
and that could go into some crazy places too. So yeah, I think last time we ended on my turn. So basically, the focus for right now is plants. So we're exploring just the topic of plants in this history. So Saber, what would you like to add to this growing history?
All right. Well, let's take a look at what we've got currently, then, shall we? Um, yeah. So I think that I would like to go into our into the final
Ooh.
yeah, the final period of history that we have created so far, the height of pride,
Mm.
and I'm going to create oh, what you call it, a an event, yeah, an event that happened within, and I think, okay, yeah, yeah, um, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the retaking.
Hmm.
Um, and basically, it's a what I'm expecting to have, or what I am saying is happening in this period of or this event in history is that the plants that we have domesticated through our use of science rise up against the human population.
Oh shit. Well, that's bad. Damn. You don't fuck with Mother Nature.
No, man, like it's mean, and in this case, it's fucking bad because it's gonna hurt people. Um, and I'm gonna call this a dark period.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that
I
makes
think that's
sense.
fair to call it dark. So yeah, there. That's
Holy crap.
that's my thing.
Sweet.
I'm gonna change the formatting on the turn order real quick. And technically, it is chat's turn. According to our turn order,
Mm.
we've only got a few people in chat. But yeah, like if you guys want to, the first person to drop like an event or period or scene into chat, we'll get that stuff added on.
Yeah. And right, Jankelberg. That's exactly why you eat vegetables.
Yeah, right. gotta eat
Bite
those plants
nature
before
before it bites back.
Exactly.
Friggin' A. But yeah, anyone in chat, I feel like feel free to give us suggestions of what we should add to this working history
Yeah.
of this crazy thing, and just to have this available for you guys, I actually made a command called "What's this?" and it basically explains what we're doing, because it takes a while to explain exactly what we're doing, because it's a very, you know, a tabletop game like D&D. If I say we're playing D&D, you know exactly what's going on. If I say we're
Right.
playing Microscope, a tabletop history lore world building game, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just a little explanation there. But yeah, so technically it is chat's turn. Fucking what's happening? Oh man. But yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll come back to chat, I think, because chat can take a while. Everything is so confusing. But yeah, so I'm perpetually lost. We don't have those ones.
I know those. I'm sorry, man. I wish those were real commands. That'd be awesome.
But yeah, so I think we'll leave this focus and topic open for chat for whenever they want to come up with what event in history. What is this fanciness?
Boom.
There you go. That explains what we're doing. But yeah, basically right now it is chat's turn. And if feel free anytime. And hey, Rozil, how's it going? But yeah, it is chat's turn. And if you guys have any events or scenes, and this time we're actually going to play scenes a lot quicker. But if you have any parts of history that you want to add, like the first draft, agricultural age, and then like have any events there, then just let us know. And also be sure to make sure it's a dark or light situation. But yeah, so what is the next focus? I think last time I did the plants.
Yes. We actually, according to like the pathway of play, after we go through everybody, we swing back around to Yuving, and you get to make another of those two nested period event scene things like we did at the very beginning. Because like when you pick the focus, you get to like do more stuff.
Oh, gotcha. So I get another turn.
Yep, you get another turn, and then after that, it'll swing over to me, and then I'll make a focus.
I mean, Bat Dad is actually quite hilarious. I enjoy his stuff. So I understand Oreo. So okay, so it goes back to me then. All right, so and during this time, I can either add a period of time, which is a very large sort of explanation of a next step in society, or an event that happens within these periods.
Yep. You can also drill down all the way to a scene if you want.
Yeah. All right, so we got the first draft. We've got the agricultural age. Ooh, I want to add. All right, so let me see here. I'm gonna add another period before the agricultural age.
Okay.
Jen, I know, right? Good stuff. And I'm gonna call this yeah, just um, fighting Mother Nature.
Cool.
Wow, I fucking suck at spelling. There we go.
I would say that's to be expected, but that's kind of mean.
No, I really do. If there wasn't such a thing as ABC check in Word, I'd probably be in the 5th grade.
Sad Christmas.
Let me see here. Actually, did they? Yeah, they had word processing back then on those big fucking tube television style Macs.
Oh my god, when you had to have a computer room because
Yes.
they were so fucking big they couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now I do feel old. Damn it, Ving. This is your fault.
Oh man, that should wait. That should be another topic. That should be another topic. We're so fucking old. Then we talk about all the old shit.
Oh my god, I hope Elder James shows up for that because he's like a million years old. We should totally talk to him about it.
Hey WWE, how's it going? You like the charismatic commando? WWE? I was talking about Beastmaster last time.
Yeah, both of those are gonna be super fun.
I could combine them into one because they both use charisma as their main thing. I'd have to figure out how to do that. But anywho, yeah.
Right.
You think so, WWE? I've been feeling fault for a little while, but
yeah.
Once we get closer to the end of a series, I'll sort of talk about that a little more. But anyway, saying the War on Nature sounds better. You know what? I agree. All right, cool. And then I'm gonna say humanity. Fights.
New topic has been added to the list.
Huh?
The new topic has been added to the list. We're so fucking old.
Yeah. All right, so humanity fights the I'm not sure what I should say here.
Humanity
Looks like fights the Green Menace back from whence it came.
The Green Menace. That's good. I like that. Man, sorry. That took me to like a really weird place where I was like, oh yeah, man, history really does repeat itself. Colonialization,
God, don't do it. And I'm gonna call this light.
Oh yeah, because gotta fight those damn plants.
I think we did establish. Oh wait, whoops. That in part of the lore, all the people that are remaining are actually assholes or something like that. I feel like that's a thing
we'd established that the last remaining humans were like on a penal colony or something.
Yeah, they were like exiled.
Right. It was like Australia. If they were the only ones left.
Yes. Anywho.
Because everyone else was like, fuck helping you guys.
Yeah. They were basically like, you guys, even if we do survive, we definitely don't want you to survive.
Right, yeah. Fuck that.
Yep. Awesome. So, is that the end of the turn then?
Yeah, unless you wanted to make an event underneath the War on Nature. The battle on Beat Hill. The burning of the great tree.
Let's see.
Operation Salt the Earth. Oh man, I've got so many.
Oh man, I like Operation Salt the Earth. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wow. What the fuck is with my shit today? Hey.
What the fuck is this shit?
All right. Operation Salt the Earth.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say humanity learns how to ban the growth of dangerous plants.
Cool. They use science.
Yeah. Gosh. All right, and I'm still gonna go. Operation Mother Nature's a bitch.
Yes.
And
That's
I'm
the
gonna go
counter.
hashtag dark, just because
Okay.
I want to make it interesting.
All right, no, that's legit. Like later on, humanity like what resents or not resents, but like regrets having done this.
Yeah. Like maybe they
Yeah,
fought it too hard, and then they're like, "Well, shit, we can't grow anything here."
yeah. I and like again, this is hitting too close to like actual real like real world lore. Um, but yeah, man, like that IRL lore when like the United States dropped atomic weapons on like Japan. That was like when we went too far. We regret that.
Yeah, so that's an equivalent of some sort
Right. Yeah. Ugh.
of like what? Yeah,
So
okay.
so dark.
It's so dark. How do you make
So bad.
the thing above bigger like that? How'd you do that?
Oh, so when you go to like write the description, if you hashtag once and space, you can make it a big header. And if
Cool.
you double hashtag and then space, it makes it like a slightly smaller but still bigger letters.
Interesting. Cool. All right. That'll conclude my turn then.
Cool. Um, then it loops to me, and for my focus, I would like to choose science.
Ooh, nice.
So science is the thing that I'm into. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a scene underneath the science of plants.
Ooh, okay.
So it'll be dictated, but I still have to answer like all of the regular questions that go along with it.
Yeah.
Let
So
me
let me just inject a few things here for chat.
sure.
But yeah, chat, feel free. I'm gonna have your turn sort of like ongoing in the background. But basically, if any of you want to write something about like an event or period dealing with plants, or an event or period dealing with science, do type it in. Come up with the main theme, a little blurb about humanity, and then whether it's a light or dark period of history. Actually, hilariously, WWE, the way that you asked that.
Yes.
Bam. But yeah, so yeah, just that is open to you guys whenever you have something to add to this history. And depending on the ideas, we might just want to give chat extra turns based on what comes in.
Right, for real.
All right, sweet. So the scenes are basically, since we had the Operation Salt the Earth, an example of the scene. Oh, excuse me.
Sort of carry on what Ving was just saying. The underneath, so the history is divided up into levels, right? So there's periods, events, and then scenes. Each one zooms closer into like a smaller part of history.
Okay, I got a thing.
Okay.
Would you be comfortable
Yeah.
posting stuff for a little while?
Yeah.
The Dutch bunny just appeared in my backyard, and I'm gonna try to catch it.
You have to go get it.
I have to go get it.
You have to.
Okay,
What are
cool.
you still doing here? You fool.
All right,
Go.
all right. But yeah, so I'll be back as soon as I figure out if it's possible to catch him or not. But yeah,
For
just
sure, for sure.
continue on with your thing and chat. Do continue to do your thing. All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna hang out for a little while, chat. But yeah, so like periods are like, to get back to like the description, like a period of time is like this huge swath of history that's like, the Middle Ages or like the 50s, like just, some amount of time that we kind of like group together as like meaningful in some way in like our regular history. An event, it would be like Woodstock or like World War II, like things that are discrete that kind of make you think of like one thing in particular. Um, I'll get to that in just a second. WWE. So yeah, the last thing is scenes, and it's like stuff that happened. Like, so it's like that time I smoked pot at Woodstock, or like, this last soldier's dying breath in the world in World War II, like things like that. The moment when John F. Kennedy was assassinated in U.S. history, like stuff like that. So to get to the question that WWE is asking, which is like, what happened to the zombies? They died. They got like, so effectively what we've decided has happened is every human that was part of like the mainland, for whatever that means, who was left after the plague started to like have an outbreak, they all got it, and then there wasn't anything to eat, not any human like meat anyways. So all the zombies then ate all the mammals, and then all the mammals were gone, and then they ran out of food, and instead of continuing, they like fell down, went to sleep, rotted away, and are now the nutrition that is like giving the plants that live on the mainland their sustenance, right? So that's what happened to them. They sort of like in the circle of life kind of way live on in the plants that are sort of like a focal point in our history so far. I'm going to try and finish off this scene here real quick. So the question, we ask a question during scenes for this game, and my question is, what did the humans do to make up for Operation Salt the Earth? And I think that what happened, there's, so we see like a laboratory, and there's like a bunch of people sort of like in lab coats and stuff, like just, obviously like working on science, right? And he's like, there's like this guy who is he has like these big goggles on. He's like mixing some chemical, right? Like in that like cartoon and like overly simplistic way, making this thing in like a beaker, right? It's just some liquid. He like very carefully like drops in one last drop of some purple fluid, and the like the green liquid that he's working with like fizzes and like shoots up smoke and like turns red. um and when that happens, he like holds it up and yells eureka, and like there's people suddenly like around him who are like also like lifting basically like champagne flutes. And what they basically did was they found a way to reinvigorate the earth so that there was a way for plants to grow once again, instead of just having to like live with this dead land all over the place.
I mean, I guess WWE, right?
You can't actually like put all the zombie baggage onto our zombies. Like, I'm not willing to accept all that zombie baggage. Our
Sure, we
zombies
can
are
we can make
special,
our own version of zombies.
and
You know?
ours needed to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Maybe
again, man,
maybe
like
eating is what kept them limber, right?
right, exactly. Like that was at least, regardless. Our zombies starved to death and then rotted.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
starved could
So
also just be a relative term of they slowed down and eventually just fell on the ground and decomposed very quickly. Hey, Fart Bubbler. Lower left. This is Saberwolf. Um,
Hey,
you'll see me in chat pretty often.
often.
Yeah, and yeah. So yeah, we're actually we knew each other from college, and we've been playing tabletop games, and yeah, we on Thursdays I start a little bit earlier, and we do sort of a talk show. But now we're I'm showing you guys basically the tool that we use to create some of the lore in the games that we like to play. All right, so can you give me like a quick recap on what I missed?
Yeah. So I'm actually just about to post the results of our scene here. And I described a scientist who was like mixing like a chemical in like
Mm-hmm.
that cartoon kind of way where he has like this one vial of like one color and this other one of a different color and then mixes them. Um, but yeah, so that's that. And I have decided that his name is Dr. Filbert Fellman, and he created this solution that was able to reinvigorate the Earth after Operation Salt the Earth, so that plants could regrow again, right? Because like people wanted to make it better. So yeah, that's what humans did to make it all right that we had fucked it up so bad.
Gotcha. Cool. Cool. But I
Yeah.
mean, with that logic, WWE, if zombies suffered from rigor mortis, then they would have a short window of like 2 hours to actually go and bite someone, and then they'd be stiff as a board and couldn't move anymore.
Right. I mean, and you see some zombies who have like that kind of
Yeah, I mean,
that
that's
kind of
why they shamble, right?
stuff. But yeah, but yeah.
Imagine the step after shambling, right? When you're just face down in the ground and you can't actually do anything.
Fart bubbler, thank you.
It's true though. It's true though.
I try.
But yeah, so I didn't we saw him, the Dutch bunny, which was good.
That's right,
But yeah,
bunny.
bunnies are fucking fast, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I put out some food for him.
Okay.
I kind of doubt I'll actually catch him, but I'll just keep feeding him.
Hey man, like
Seeing as how he survived 2 winters, and apparently they're not supposed to survive under like 75 degrees
I
Fahrenheit.
think he'll be on.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. He also made friends with the local wild bunnies.
Ooh. Oh man, maybe you'll have like half Dutch, half wild bunnies running around sometime this spring.
I've heard that I've heard two arguments that either it doesn't work because
Yeah,
there's like some sort of weird like domesticated wild like nope doesn't work.
Okay.
But I've also heard that it could work. So yeah. Not sure. But yes, there might be some weird tri-colored white, black, brown wild Dutch bunnies running around.
Right, it'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
WWE, you're missing the point, man. Like we're not actually investigating the zombie story at all. Like we're trying to find out what happens with the survivors.
Yeah.
Like and that's cool. Like we could actually play a whole other game of Microscope that is literally just about like the rise and decline of the zombie virus.
That's true, yeah. I mean, the thing that we've done, WWE, is our starting point in our history was the first raft, meaning that they've come back. You know, what
right.
the actual zombie outbreak is actually the prehistory that we're not going into right now.
Right. And actually we don't even have to do that, WWE, because like all we have to do is like start at when they like re-landed, or even not even necessarily there, like at the time at which whatever we're calling the first raft begins, is when our history begins. And like that could be like as early as like when somebody said we should build a raft and go back to the mainland, and then like all the stuff that happens there. But like that's like when there's an idea that there's going to be a first raft, like the first raft is probably as early as we could go. And I don't know if Ving or I or you guys are going to do that.
Yeah. But generally, WWE, the thing that we've come up with when it comes to the survivors is that they were actually exiled. That there was some
Right.
sort of social construct that basically exiled these guys because, and we've sort of, simplified it as they were assholes and they didn't want them involved in surviving the zombie apocalypse. And in an ironic twist of fate, they were the ones who survived and everybody else didn't.
Exactly.
All right. So cool. Awesome. That is science.
Yep.
Wonderful.
So anything that is related to even vaguely science can be done during this focus. So yeah. Also, please remember, everybody, like anybody in chat can like put forth an idea for a period, event, or scene as long as it conforms with one of the previous focuses or the current one, and we'll go ahead and incorporate it for you. Just again, remember to tell us what it is, like the name of it, what it consisted of, and then if it's light or dark.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. Excellent.
Cool.
Very good, Fart Bubbly. That sounds like it's a good brew.
All right, so let me see here.
So chat's open, but that means that it's your turn there, Vane.
All right, let me see here. Yep. Okay. Let's see. And I can always add like a second event to a period.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. You can have as many events in a period as you want. It there's like this weird fluid thing about the
It's a ladybug on my finger.
Oh, no worries.
I can't. Get off. There we go.
But yeah, like history always kind of remains sort of nebulous because we don't like know what goes on in, or like how long they had to last in order for us to like fit all the stuff into them. So you can just keep adding forever basically.
All right, cool. So let me see here. Let's see. The mainline fights back. Okay, war on nature. What else can we do here? I guess the science of plants, maybe I'll put something after that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that we sort of have this it's called the agricultural age, and the only thing under it right now is
science.
Science is dangerous, and it seems like there needs to be something good happening here, or else they can't survive.
Right.
So let me see here. Oh, shit, Emmerfish, you're absolutely right. I did not change the title at all.
Oh,
wow.
No. I thought it just hadn't updated for me.
Nope, I had not changed that at all. Whoops, my bad, guys. I did not change the title at all. Yes, thanks for reminding me. Oh, give me a second. How come it's not doing its thing?
I don't know.
Let me see here. What was the other thing? Go. The Ginkgo app is pretty neat.
Yeah. It's like a flowchart like app. It's supposed to be for like people who have like businesses who need to have like meetings and stuff, and like a constant sort of like open method to like be brainstorming with each other about stuff. But yeah, it works for this game incredibly well, actually.
Let's see here. Ooh. The whatever.
There it goes. It's finally updated.
Is that how you spell that? Calling it mega herbicide.
Mega herbicide.
Mega
Okay.
herbicide. Basically the
Yeah,
creation.
it's herbicide.
Yeah. I spelled it with an S, so it didn't work out too well. But yeah, so basically, what I'm thinking is that we've sort of discovered the dangers of plants, and now we're sort of using the plants against themselves. So, humanity discovers an herbicide derivative from plants to kill plants. The most natural.
From whence you were created, plants, so will come your destruction.
Hashtag light. It's a good thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So good. Oh man. Most good, Harold. Most good. Oh boy.
Sweet.
All right, cool. So I guess that swings back around to me then, since there's still no input from chat about any periods, events, scenes. And I guess I want to do something in the War on Nature. So I want to create an event. Oh, dang it. How do I need to delete this.
Which one are you going into?
Oh, I'm going into the War on Nature, and I want to go before Operation Salt the Earth because I want it to have predated such a drastic action. Want it to be. I want it to be the first shots are fired, and the the Megaflora leader.
Oh gosh, we've established that there's leaders. Holy shit!
Yes.
Yeah, we could add that WWE.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
What would we call this king plant? Yeah.
The king plant. Oh my gosh.
The king plant. He probably has a different name that's like produced by like making a combination of soft rustling noises and like a pheromone release or like a pollen scent, or rather like a smell. But yeah, like we can't talk like that, so we call him the Plant King.
Yes.
My bad. The first Plant King.
How about we do this? I'm sort of adapting what WWE is telling me here.
Right.
All right, so we might call it something, and let me know if this is good or not, or you'd like some changes. But I'm gonna call it Mega Agriculture.
Excellent.
But do let me know if you want something changed. And so, humanity learns advanced cultural techniques on a huge scale.
The Pumpkin King. That's a good one, WWE. We might use that one later. I'm sort of
King,
like
yeah.
cool with I'm sort of cool with the first king plant at this point though. Although I think I might change that. I think I might call it the first plant king instead of the first king plant. Yeah, that makes more sense. Cool. So
Pharaoh Rex. Nice.
Yes, excellent.
But yeah, WW, do you think this mega agriculture, and do let me know if you want anything changed in that, is it a light period or dark period, or I guess event in history?
Cool. All right, excellent. So I will publish this here for us.
Dipping into some Latin, nice.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, you know what? I do like that enough, Fire Bubbler, that I'm absolutely going to use it right now. So yeah, Ferrorex.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, the Megaflora leader Ferrorex commands his Fern troopers to bombard the capital city of Landing with their poisonous seeds. So that was the first shot that was fired in the war on the plants, or the war
Cool.
on nature.
Cool. The mega leader Ferorex. Fern
Yeah.
troopers, holy shit.
Fern troopers, man.
It's like some really dark Plants vs Zombies type shit.
Kinda, right? Except there are no zombies. There are only plants and people.
It's a light period since they can move through. Cool, awesome. All right. Let me edit that for you. Light.
Pop back.
And let me add year round because I like that. Year round. Sweet. Awesome.
All right.
And yeah, feel anybody who has an idea dealing with, and I'll still accept stuff from plants or science.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Feel free to let us know what you'd like to add.
Actually, I think I might have broken the rules when I made this the first shots fired thing, because it doesn't actually relate to science as it currently stands. Let me fix it.
What if?
So. Okay, no. I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to restructure the way I've presented this here for us. So I also have to change the title, I think. So it's no longer the first shots are fired. It is never mind. I'm going to figure out this other thing first. So humans are forced to come up with countermeasures to the poison bombardment.
Cool. Basically,
by the Fern troopers that Lord Ferrex. I'm just going to like restructure how that works so that or like how it's actually like stated so that we get the same thing. It's just more sciencey.
Exactly. So we still get the idea that they're having a bombardment, but we're actually focusing on the way they fix that.
Exactly.
Cool. Hey, Super Bike Mike, how's it going?
You don't have to wait up on me anymore, Ving. I'm just gonna like
Oh, you're
edit
just gonna
the
edit
like,
that? All right, cool. So let me see here. Actually, I think we just need chat to do science, and then because you started and we gone back to you, and I've done my thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. So chat, if you want to add anything about science, in this history, just give us a little shout, and if you're not sure about the format, just like give us like a rough idea of what you're looking or to be like a cool idea to add, and we'll figure out a way to put it in there. All right. So actually, it's isn't it chat's turn to come up with a focus?
Yeah. um, yes, technically at this point, we would ask chat to come up with a prompt, which is like plants and science, like stuff like that. Um, but yeah, like so we can do that,
Yeah,
I
we could
guess.
do that. But Farpable, yeah, yeah. If you could give us like a little header, a little more about the super weapon and whether it's a light or dark thing in the history, then let us know. Because yeah, that sounds like an event. That'd be pretty cool to add. It's pretty overwhelming, Emmerfish. I do understand that. Like if you're just coming midway through, we have established a lot of lore, but yeah, advancements in medicine. As a do you mean as a period of time, WJB, or a focus?
Uh,
Because we could do some interesting stuff.
right.
But you know, we've been focusing a lot on the plants and the science of plants and how humanity's been interacting with them.
Yep.
But we have to put into consideration there's not just plants there. There's birds, lizards, fish, worms, just
Hmm.
anything that isn't a mammal that's still on the island, and that might either prove a benefit or a hindrance depending on that.
Indeed.
Oh, science? Yeah, we'll take a science. Yeah, cool. All right. It's almost like I can hear the cogs and gears of chat turning. But yeah, so normally like me and Saberwolf, we would play this game with a few other people that we were creating a game for. So
Yeah.
there, you know, there we could play D&D and have like a book ourselves or create one on the spot. But like it's kind of cool to create your own history and then play it like in the actual event of history that you created or you influenced, which is actually really cool.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So.
But yeah, like Saberwolf and I did a D&D thing, and we basically had this. Oh, there's your edit there. We basically did a cool thing where we went to like the Elvish realm, but
Oh
it wasn't
God, that was great.
exactly like the elves that we consider. Like instead, it was all crystalline plants, and
Yeah.
like when the elves escaped to this realm to hide from the normal races, they actually realized the crystalline plants had an effect on them too, and they would actually get crystal growths on their body, um, which was pretty interesting. Yeah.
All right, and as a as a special treat here, Chad, I've got if you'll allow me, Vin.
Do you have
Um,
the
I've
ginkgo
got the link
thing?
to the Witchlands.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so this is a link. It'll let you look at the previous game, the one that Ving was just talking about.
Yeah, no,
It's
this was done with
right here.
4 players.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you talking real world fart bubble, or is that something you made? Because like it sounds real enough that it could be real, but
Right.
also you could have made a very convincing event in history right there. But yeah, let me show chat that. So yeah, we got the big picture, the rise of the Elder Ire, and then we have all these things added together for ban lists and things to add. We've got all these focuses. And we made them because this was like a pretty crazy dark thing. We sort of made them open ended, like the Ascension, and then like
Right.
there's all this sort of thing like the ones from the deep and of the upheaval. You know, we called them like big events, but they were all very cool. But you can see where we can take basically. Actually, is it the second list? It looks like the second list is the periods, yeah. And then
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the events, and
There's
then
four
over
lists.
here are scenes that we played out. And this was done with 4 people.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, yeah, the tone of the Witchlands game was just so different than the
It
one that
was
we're
so
going with
different.
right now.
Oh, you read from a dubious website. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
But no, I mean it's actually amazing. Because not only are you invested, like if you're going to create a game using Microscope, you're not only invested in your character, you're invested in the history because you actually helped to create that too.
Right.
It's actually like a
Yeah.
really cool thing because maybe your character itself isn't a historian, but it's kind of cool to learn the lore knowing like, oh man, I wonder when he's gonna learn this, you know?
Right.
And that's a really cool thing.
I and I know you know this one, Ving, but like that was one of my favorite things about playing when I was just like when I'm like, when is my character gonna learn about that Emerald Arm guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that guy was so cool.
Yeah, because there are certain things that you can do in Microscope where you can actually add a character, like a pivotal character. So like equivalents for us would be like Abraham Lincoln or George Washington or
King Arthur.
King Arthur, you know, except we add our own dudes.
Um, like contemporary examples might be like Bill Gates or
Okay, yeah, sure.
but yeah, like these are things.
Yep.
But anyways,
Yep.
yeah, so who was it? WWE suggested that we focus on medicine for our
Oh no, that was for
for our
science.
oh right, my bad. Yeah, that was a different thing. So yeah.
There is not a VOD where we engage in the previous story.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. One day I'll just have to get over it and share with you guys all that stuff, but
Right?
yeah, there's some personal info that I don't want shared currently. But you know,
That's cool, man.
once I get a nice like steady
Most of that
job
is
that, you know, I don't care if they learn about this other side of me, then I will just let loose.
Too true. Too true.
Yeah. Cuz at that point, they're fucked if they've hired me.
That is pretty much true. It's not really a way to get around that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
You know, my secret life on the internet, just you know.
right, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Fire Bubbler, I don't do I talk about it sometimes, but I don't do any promotion for it. I
Trust
like
me,
run a
we wish we
podcast.
could do promotion for it.
Oh my god. Absolutely. Um right, exactly right, exactly, man. God, it's so hard to read with the color contrast. Emerfist, yeah. But yeah, man, like so
It's not the nerd side. It's more
no,
like
no.
I don't want people basically looking up Vingroth, knowing my real name, and then having their first interaction with my online presence being, "Oh, holy fucking shit! Fuck, slut, bitch, slut." So yeah, that's what I kind of want to avoid because I'm pretty sure any you know, boss would not be too happy to find that unless they have a particularly good sense of humor. But
Right. And I mean, really, those are the companies you want to work for anyway.
it's true. It's true.
But yeah.
I
Oh,
love
I'm
I
I'm
love
so
how
I'm so
King just did this. Oh fuck, I spelled it wrong.
Oh no.
I'm just
Well,
fucking terrible.
let me fix that for you there.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? I miss. I don't even want to explain that.
It's cool, man. But yeah, so there's this other thing that Ving and I do. It's a podcast. We don't promote it on this channel because I foolishly, when I invited him over to start playing on the podcast with me, used his actual name instead of like his online handle. Um,
I mean, it would be
which is a move
slightly
that I regret
awkward
to this
to
day.
use our online handle, just because we're pals and buddies.
Right.
It'd kind of be weird. But
You know, we do okay.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's ultimately why. One day Ving will give me the go ahead, and I will let you guys know
Oh,
the
it's gonna
secrets.
be in the description below. I'm gonna like sell out mode 100% and like mention it whenever I can.
But anyways, yeah. Man, Jenkelberg, why you gotta like be so truthful?
Fucking A.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's see about getting some more of this stuff up here.
Okay.
So tell me, Ving, we probably have enough time to go around once more. Do you it technically is your turn, since we're still waiting for chat to get this
Oh,
one.
didn't I do science already?
No, yeah. I meant like we can do another focus. Like it shifts over
Oh,
to
gotcha. Because it's chat's turn.
yeah.
Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna make a focus.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I can't edit this card because it's being changed. Can you
Oh yeah, no, I'll get
Okay.
the fuck out.
We haven't had that weird problem recently with
That's
your
good.
stuff going over and over and over again.
Right. It might have just been like an issue with with that day. Something
So
going
I'm
on
gonna
with
call it
servers.
what yeah, what lurks in the grass.
And like, yeah, that's true, Fart Bubbler, but like at the same time, like, you can at least make it more difficult.
Oh my
Cool.
god, damn it. You're so right. You're so right, Jenkelberg. We did miss out on a lot of puns. We did.
You're correct.
Damn it.
You are
Okay, we need more puns. I know you're not
Okay.
happy about that, but still.
No, it's fine. I'm cool with puns. I can, as long as like I'm in a punny mood, I'm good. You know what, Everfish? You're right. They certainly do.
It's true. But yeah, so the focus that I'm going to go with is what lurks in the grass, because we've talked about the plants, we've talked about the science. Let's talk about what else the humanity meets within the grass.
Sure thing.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I guess I did technically come up with that.
Right. That makes it your turn.
It does make it my turn. All right.
And you have two.
Oh, I do have two. But yeah, we are kind of getting a little bit close on time here.
I know, man. I know. Yeah. Did you want to stop at 5:30 or 6? Because like we can technically stop right now. Like
that's
it's
true.
At the beginning of a new turn and everything. We can like lay in wait for another week. But if you wanted to, we can probably do this whole focus within the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think we might actually do an ending point here.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think what we might do is I forgot to do it this week. Plant animals.
Plant animals.
But yeah, so I think what we'll do here is if you guys are up for it, I think we'll put a what the hell, like a view only thing to give you guys like access to the site and be able to look at the history. And then yeah, maybe next week we'll return to this and then continue the what lurks in the grass focus.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the link right now. Do you want me to just drop it in chat?
Is it the non-editable link thing?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
anyone
okay.
can view
Yeah,
link.
yeah, go for it. Yeah, and I'll figure out a way to make it more readily available for you guys.
Pew!
But yeah, there's the
Um,
one we're currently working on, and then you can go to that app, and then next week you can sort of give us your ideas of what you'd like to see in a plant's like event history period, or science, or what lurks in the grass. So yeah, cool. I think we figured out some cool stuff today. I really like what's going on.
idea thing.
Yeah.
You can put that link in like it's in like a section of your description, right?
Ooh, yeah. There you go. Okay, that works.
Yeah, just like drop like a little like this is our microscope or ongoing microscope game or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right.
I will go ahead and get out of this so that I do not accidentally make any updates.
Awesome. But yeah, so you guys will have like all the access like to this, so you'll be able to see what happens in the first draft, the war on nature, the agricultural age, and then like you can tell us like where it fits in history, and what you'd like to see within the focuses of plants, science, and what lurks in the grass.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, Ving. I'm super excited to do the what lurks in the grass
no,
focus.
I am too actually. Oh yeah, cool. But yeah, so I'm going to switch over to Tale of Two Wastelands. Wait, what?
I was saying thanks to Fart Bubbler because he just made a suggestion on something that I should be reading.
Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, so I'll switch over to Fallout New Vegas now, where we're continuing to do some quests to set up the grandiose slideshow at the end.
All right.
Yes.
Because that's what the quest is right now. To
It,
make
it
sure that
basically is. It's basically I want to have like Ron Perlman just read me a beautiful story of all my accomplishments.
Ron fuckmothering Perlman.
But yeah,
So good.
so yeah, I'm going to basically put the what the hell is it called, the friggin'
The link.
like standby page, and
Oh,
I'll switch a few things over and get the game up and running. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back in just a second with Fallout. Thank you for joining me, Saberwolf, and
no
thanks for
problem.
participating today, chat. That was great.
More. I want more. Give
You
me
wa-
your idea.
yes.
We want
Awesome.
them.
All right, awesome. So yeah, we will be back in just a second. Okay, and yep, here we are.
Later, everyone.